Morning, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here to touch base. I just finished throwing a little workout, but before I teach class, um, we're here in Laredo. It's another hot day. It's another Laredo well. If you're gonna come work out, man, you're gonna be sweating like a dog. Why? Because that's where we work out. It's old school. You have to sweat. You need the blood to grow. You need you to expel everything that you have inside, all the toxins, and move on forward. On another note, something that I found in the last 2 weeks that became a little bit more of a, how can I say, a pet peeve of mine. I had some young lads that came in to train. Their father brought them in, wants them to train. Both of them have been doing martial arts at a local school. Both of them are black belts. One of them's 11 years old, and the other one's 9. One of them's been doing it since he was 5. The other one since he was 4. And they came in, very enthusiastic young guys, and we were training. And I said, "All right, everybody, let's make a fist." And they made a fist like this. Okay. Now, if you punch somebody like that, your thumb inside, you're gonna break your hand. That's known. Then they start, and then I told them how to correctly do it, and they said, "Well, that's the way I was taught, and I'm a black belt." Kind of attitude brought out, and I said, "Well, we're learning something different. We're trying to explain to them." And I said, "Is it just that these kids are doing it out of their own habit, or is it something that's being taught?" Well, later on that week, they brought in their older cousin, who's 16 years old, another black belt out of that same school. And how did he throw a punch? And I told him, and he gave me an explanation, because by holding it this way, you're protecting your thumb from it getting broken if you hit somebody. And I said, "Okay, whatever. Listen, I've been involved in a couple of entanglements. My hands are all messed up. Okay, I learned how to throw a punch in Savat by my uncle. You put your thumb there, did this, and closed it. Okay, that's the way it was. Why? Because it produced that knuckle. That knuckle being the one that's in line with the radius and ulna. That's the way I was taught. That's the way some of the old folks in Savat did it. Some of them don't do it that way now. Some of these old ways were taught differently. When I went to Campo and I started learning Campo, we started learning other little spike, little ram's head, okay, leopard fist. The Chinese arts teach you a lot of different ways to hold your hand in a position to strike with. They're experts at that. But I've seen this in 3 different arts. I've seen that in Savat. I've seen that in an old karate system uh, known as Shitoru. They used to throw punch this way. And I've seen it also in Sarak. Certain of the brothers do it this way. And it's preference. If you want to close it like in boxing, tight fist still produces it. A lot of old schools, a lot of schools want to teach you to punch in a format this way. If you hit something hard, you will bust your hand. In karate, some karates, they want you to parallel both of them to strike in both impeding. If you hit something solid, it's going to break. Again, it's a protection of the hand. Go to pondering. What do you think the gloves are for? Boxing gloves. What are they for? Is it to protect the other guy? To protect your hands. All right, guys, I hope you can ponder on this. It is what it is. Folks, one thing that I see with all these punching with a finger here and punching different ways, including people being taught an essentially wrong way to getting your hand busted. When you correct somebody in how you're punching, it's all about safety. Safety is number one. So let's keep in mind when you train. You have a great day. Stay safe. Be safe. God bless you.